All right, let's get back over to Cassie Heiter. She's in on her birthday for us this morning.
Lacey has a bit of a hoarse throat, or what do we call that?
Lost her voice,
Yeah.
maybe from allergies.
Yeah.
Doesn't have an actual horse in her throat.
She also can't talk smack. No, she's still with us in the studio.
No.
So.
Cassie, we're just having fun this morning. Happy birthday.
Yes. Thank you so much. And oh gosh, yeah, no, today's been a perfect gift because I mean, we're talking about temperatures in the 80s again this afternoon, and I just can't stand it when anything's lower than about 65 degrees. So I'm doing pretty good today. And you know what, this weekend though, oh my gosh, I mean, we had so many fires once again out in western Oklahoma. So it's been warm, windy, and unfortunately just so dry out to the west. But today, that threat, it's still there, but it's going to be lower. So for this afternoon, central and western Oklahoma, we're in that moderate category today. So we're still going to have to watch for those wildfires, but eventually I think we're going to improve quite a bit because we will be adding some rain to the forecast eventually. The Star Chickasha camera up of our Lucky Star Sky Cam network. The sunrise is beautiful. Temperatures are in the low 60s. We're at 63 degrees in Guthrie, 63 in Shawnee, 59 in Kingfisher, 60 degrees right now in Yukon. So that wind out ahead of the front, it's out of the south right now between about 15 to 25. Behind that front in northwest Oklahoma, it has shifted to the north and northwest between about 15 to 25. And temperatures are significantly colder behind that front as well, only the 30s and some 30s, lots of 40s across the west, upper 50s, low 60s across central Oklahoma, and still some upper 60s across the far east. This afternoon, big improvement though, 80 degrees in Bethany, 80 in Jones, 79 today in Guthrie, 77 in El Reno, 80 this afternoon in Mustang, but the cold front eventually coming through in the metro between about 3, 4 o'clock or so. So behind it, temperatures won't have as long to get quite as warm. So we're only looking at the upper 60s around Woodward, 69 in Alva, 76 in Clinton, but a lot warmer across the far south. So 83 in Ardmore today, 81 this afternoon in Ada. Overnight tonight, the cold front will have passed, and it's going to be a north wind, and it's going to be a little chilly, but not terribly cold. So dropping down into the mid-40s in Jones, 44 in Edmond, 39 in Kingfisher, 43 degrees by tomorrow morning in Mustang, the mid-30s in Alva, 35 in Woodward, and still the 50s and 60s across the far southeast. So the cold front's going to take a little bit longer to get across southeast Oklahoma, but once it does, it will bring a chance of rain and storms, and there is going to be a very low threat that some of those could become a little bit strong. When will the rest of us get that chance of rain? We desperately need it now across much of the state. Well, it's going to take some time, but look to the end of the week for that chance of rain. Right now, that storm, you can see it spinning out in the Pacific. So it's going to take some time, but it is very much there. So until that happens, that fire threat, it's still there today, especially in western Oklahoma. We're going to have this one wave that moves across the state as we get into tomorrow afternoon, but rain chances, they're going to stay in far southeast Oklahoma. Wednesday looks pretty quiet for most of us, but then by Thursday and Friday, the moisture increases from the south. The waves move in out of the southwest, so rain and storm chances, they go up, but behind it, temperatures go down. So this weekend is going to be a lot cooler. We're going to have some clouds around. Next week, we start to improve things once again. We're going to be warming back up into the 60s, 70s, and eventually even warmer than that. But tomorrow afternoon, behind this front, a little bit cooler, but still above normal. 64 degrees in Oklahoma City, 61 in Ponca City, the 70s across the south and southeast. Tomorrow afternoon, there's your chance of rain and storms, a lot more likely, mainly around McCurtain County, and that is where we also have that low chance of seeing maybe up to quarter-size hail, wind gusts to 65 miles an hour. Wednesday afternoon, that wind's going to be out of the east to northeast, so temperatures still a little on the cooler side, at least compared to what we've been getting used to, but still above normal. So 70 in Oklahoma City, 69 in Ponca City, and the low 70s around Lawton. By Thursday afternoon, the chance of rain increases for Oklahoma City, but it will be a lot higher east of I-44. There's going to be a low threat with those storms that they could produce some small hail and wind gusts. Friday afternoon, looks like everyone's going to get a chance of rain. In fact, it could be cold enough we could see a rain and snow mix in the Panhandle. Oklahoma City sees maybe a ½ of an inch on the west sides to up to an inch on the east sides of the metro. This weekend, though, it does look a little bit cooler. We're going to be in the 50s by Friday. We'll be right back.